we've helped those companies grow significantly. The metrics that we tie success to are productivity, profit, and revenue growth. So when we look over here, is performance includes metaphors like revenue, productivity, cash flow, savings, retained earnings, net worth. Remember, I'm an accountant. Those are the metrics that we track for our clients and have. So we've helped clients double, triple, quadruple their business by changing the way they orient to their world. Like that's, and basically as a function of that, they start to interact with the world in a totally different way. And the world starts to respond in a totally different way because they're experiencing it in a different way. So the reason we created Flow Response, when I first met my wife 25 years ago, we were really clear when we got together. She came from an education background, I came from business. And when she heard what was happening in the business world 25 years ago, there were companies like Levi Strauss were saying, hey, we need to actually create a whole new way of looking at business. So she and I got this book, and I showed her this book. She goes, oh my gosh, this is a monster transformation that's starting 25 years ago. I keep saying 25 years ago, because there's not a heck of a lot that's changed in 25 years, except in the background, these folks were talking about the fact that the world's changing. And Sharon, my wife, said, oh my God, I don't want to do that. That's what I've been teaching. That's what I teach. So we decided way back when, let's use business as a vehicle to raise consciousness on the planet. Let's hit the gas on that. So I nodded. I had no idea what that was, but it seemed like a good position statement. So we did that. And we were successful with most of the companies that we actually work with. The challenge that we came up against was when someone was so tied to their version of reality that actually entertaining something that's the alternative was worse than death. And so those folks are the folks that tend to actually not do so well, and they would actually, implode in some fashion. So the reason we actually have come today, and we're actually in creating the Flow Response, we have a software that's connected with this. We're in soft launch of that, like beta launch right now. And part of the opportunity in terms of helping with marketing or even just getting a language is trying to actually interface with lovely people like you to get some sense of like what's the popular language around these kinds of things right now, because it's an opportunity on the planet that we've never had this. We've never had such an acceleration of evolution. We've never had a generation, literally, we've never in our history of the species ever had a generation, it's millennials, who come in that are wired differently to have a different expectation of what is possible in life. Combined with having leaders of my generation, or even the Xers, but my generation in particular, have no flipping idea that there's an evolution going on, first off. Secondly, they have no idea